My name is Benjamin Eldred, and this is my legacy project. The one word that other people use to describe me is personable, which means to be pleasant or friendly. That this word is what people describe me as is very encouraging. I want to be a person that is easy to get along with. In the future, I want to be considered kind, generous, and friendly, so this is a good step towards that goal. The song I chose as my theme song is called World Changers. It's written by Matthew West. The reason I chose this song is because it reminds me that I am unique and that my actions will have an effect on this world. Therefore, I should do my best to make those effects good. I want my life to inspire others to want to do good. The song also reminds me of my grandparents. They left a very inspirational mark behind. They were known as people who gave even when they didn't have much, and that is what I want to be known as. The most impactful memory of my childhood is my family's move from Virginia to Washington. The reason that this is the most impactful is because it completely changed the world around me. The people were different and the places were different. As a result, I learned different lessons and experienced many different things. This event literally made me who I am today. If my family had stayed in Virginia, I might possibly be a completely different person. During my elementary years, the most life-altering event that occurred was in 2016. And this year, both of my brothers moved out of my family's house. My eldest brother got married, and my other brother went off to college. This made me the only child still with my parents, at a very young age. As a result of my brothers leaving, I had to learn a lot of responsibility very quickly, since I had to do the majority of the chores. However, though my brothers were not home with me, that didn't change the fact that they were willing to be there for me, and encourage me. When they left, I think I got even closer to them, because I learned to trust them better. Lastly, during my high school years, I moved from San Juan Island to Moses Lake, and I started attending Moses Lake Christian Academy. This event made me realize it was necessary to interact with people, and that there are certain things one must do and not do when interacting with people. This move changed the way I saw the rest of mankind. In my collage, I have, firstly, my parents. They raised me. I was blessed that they were Christians and raised me to understand what Christ did for me. Next, I have my grandparents. On my mother's side, my grandparents were very generous. They gave when they had next to nothing, sacrificing their own comforts in order to help those in need. On my father's side, my grandparents made sure everything that happened was a lesson well learned. Whether it was losing my fishing pole to a fish, or picking on the chickens and getting in trouble, my grandparents made sure I learned something from it. I also have my pets in my collage because they are very important to me. I've had my cats with me for a long time, and have had many responsibilities in taking care of them. My dog, though a more recent addition to the family, is also very important to me because no matter the mood I'm in, she manages to do something that makes me laugh. Lastly, I have a picture of my youth leaders from my old church, Mr. and Mrs. Weaver. Though they have had a big influence on my life. They were caring, strict, and loving whenever it was needed. They taught me many lessons I will not soon forget. The last thing I want to do before I leave MLCA is do the principal of the day thing I was supposed to do. It seems like it would be an excellent opportunity to learn about the numerous responsibilities a school principal has, and it will help me to appreciate those God has put in place over me. For my future, I have plans to attend Laterno University for the next 4 years. I want to graduate from there and become a commercial pilot. Then I want to pilot for a large airline and eventually get enough experience to do international flights so I can see the places around the world. My advice to my 9th grade self. Make sure you spend every moment you can with your family. Though this might be a bit morbid, they won't be around forever. Make this time count. Spend every second you can with them and appreciate them. They may have faults, but that's what makes them them. They love you and care for you, and they want to be with you. Make every second count.